Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So on the ETH chart, we are still looking at potentially another low. Yeah, in yesterday's video, I highlighted to you what the level is that needs to break for me to assume that new bear market lows are coming, probably then into the region of $650. In the comments, there was a bit of concern, and I just need to emphasize that's not anything I'm primarily looking for. But obviously as an analyst, I need to make sure, and I think it's a responsibility, that you know what is sort of my make or break point, okay? What is sort of the invalidation point for all bullish scenarios, and that would be a break below $1,200. It's the 88.7 fib level that you can see here on the chart. If we get a sustained break below that level, then yeah, then I would expect price to drop another 40 to 50%. Until then, technically the price has a chance to rally in a bullish scenario. However, that doesn't mean automatically it will, of course. You know, markets are probabilistic, and that is why we're using the structures, price action, and assessment of price action, resistances, Fibonacci levels, Elliott Waves on smaller time frames to understand if lows on smaller time frames have been made. I know how quickly cryptos can turn around. I know everybody's bearish again. That's exactly the sentiment that typically is going to go around when market is going to turn around, okay? Not yet. I think it's not ready yet, but things can always turn around very quickly in crypto. So I still use the current prices to buy slowly, still leaving cash aside for lower prices. Slowly as we go down lower in spot. But I will keep a lot of that money available for trades for a confirmed turnaround. Yeah, when we have a confirmed turnaround. That's just my strategy, scaling into support, leaving it a lot of space, and then when we have a turnaround with a tight stop, going long more aggressively. I know how quickly prices can turn around, and I typically use these quick turnarounds to take some opportunistic profit, okay? Quite stress-free way of trading. And for anybody who likes to adopt that lazy way of trading, there you go. Yeah, it's pretty much emotionless and stress-free. And I just don't see the point in getting all stressed about short-term movements. Okay, so nevertheless, that's not for everybody, but also short-term trading is not for everybody, you know, because it's you need to do it all the time, and it can be quite stressful. So at the moment, the point I try to make here is, as long as we don't have a confirmed low in place, my view is it is rather useful to be on the short side, short term, because we have no confirmed low in place. So let's say going in with leverage on the long side without a low in place is of course quite risky. So the short-term trend is down, and I'm watching for signals that the trend is turning back into the larger time frame uptrend. So we've got the Fibonacci levels on the chart for that. But so far, over the last few weeks, we have been expecting lower prices, and we could not confirm a low in place. I always wait for a 5-wave move up and 3-wave move down to confirm that a low is in place. And that structure and process is there for a reason. And I hope it helped this community, because we certainly don't want to confirm lows in place too early. We want to be skeptical. If we see corrective movements to the upside, we have to expect lower prices, which is exactly what we've been talking about over the last few weeks. Yeah, of course, we had a liquidation event and it blasted through support, but important is that so far the market could not confirm a low for us in place. That's exactly why we go through that process here every single day. Now, at the moment, I would still even expect another low. And if we are adding the VRVP to the chart volume profile, so I just want to adjust that, then we actually see on the chart that price slowed down here at the peak of the VRVP. So if we zoom out, you see that it's at 1570. Price did find support. This is likely to be tested again if we make another low. But below 1535, this volume spike ends, and that's also the 78.6 fib level. While we have the 88.7 fib level on the chart still, there is not much historical volume, as you can see. So it will be interesting to see if the market reacts, but there is a lot down there at around 1300. So again, we have to give it that much room. That's what I said in the previous videos. Yeah. But also have to emphasize, I don't want to scare anybody by highlighting, price could go to 650. Of course, it could do, okay? But that was actually the point I tried to make at the beginning. I'm not bearish. I'm, of course, cautious, okay? But I'm not bearish. But I will flip bearish below 1200. But until then, price could still turn around in a bullish scenario, and I'm not willing to take the bullish scenarios of the chart. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm telling you if we still expect lower prices short term. So we have to go with the trend, okay? But I'm very much cautious that historically, whenever the RSI was oversold that much, price tended to turn around quite aggressively. And yeah, it's all about wait and see a little bit, but it will be the next rally, in my opinion, that will tell us much more, because if the next rally is corrective, it could very much make another leg down. If the next rally is impulsive, we can already be in the third wave rally. It is massively oversold historically. When the RSI was that much oversold, it typically led to significant rallies, even if it made another low afterwards. But typically you have your 40 to 50% rally. So, just highlighting, things can turn around quickly in the very short term. However, at the moment, price doesn't seem to be motivated to turn around yet. So we're still waiting for lower prices, even though there's quite a nice buy up candle, okay, quite a nice reversal candle, but the price action seems corrective. And I said to you before, as long as we stay below 1723, that is resistance. I will still focus on lower. Above 1723, I would start to assume that a low is in, and if we then break above 1800, it would be confirmed. It will depend to a degree on the structure, but if we now get above these levels, then I have to assume that a low has been made in this support area. So that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.